The room shimmered in a soft palette of pastels, every hue blending in perfect harmony. Balloons drifted gently toward the ceiling, catching the faint reflections of silver and gold from the tables below. A sweet floral scent floated through the air, mingling with the hum of laughter and quiet conversation. In the center stood a cake shaped like a teddy bear, its frosting glistening under the warm glow of the lights, the masterpiece of the celebration. And there she was, Amelia, my wife. Her beauty seemed to outshine everything around her, her joy radiant as she rested a tender hand over her growing belly. She laughed softly with our guests, every gesture graceful, every glance filled with warmth. She had poured her heart into this baby's shower, a celebration of the life she carried, the life we had dreamed it together, or so I believed. The truth, however, sat in my hand, a folded letter, its creases sharp from being gripped too tightly. My fingers trembled slightly, though I kept my face calm. I could hear my own pulse in my ears, steady but violent, like a drum beating against my ribs. I rose from my chair and lightly tapped my glass with a spoon. The sharp ringing note cut through chatter, pulling every eye toward me. Amelia looked up, smiling with pride and affection. I'd like to say a few words. I began, my tone even almost gentle. The room fell silent. I raised my glass. To my wife, I said, my gaze steady on hers. The most beautiful, devoted woman I've ever known. The one who has filled my life with light. A few guests smiled, clinking their glasses softly. And to the real father, the child she's carrying. The sound of glass against glass ceased instantly. The air thickened, the silence so deep it was almost physical. Amelia's smile froze, confusion flashing across her face before fear began to creep in. What are you talking about, darling? She asked softly, her voice trembling. I slipped the folded paper from my pocket. I had my doubts, I said evenly. So, I did what any man in my position would do. I asked for a paternity test. A collective gasp rippled through the crowd. Somewhere behind Amelia, her best friend Sarah's hand slipped. Her glass shattered on the floor. Amelia's eyes widened. Michael, please. This isn't. Should I read the results aloud? I interrupted quietly. Her lips parted, but no sound came out. The color drained from her face. It hadn't always been suspicion. I trusted her completely. But a few months ago, I noticed small things. Her hesitation mid-sentence, her phone always flipped face down. The way she smiled less when I looked her in the eyes. Then one night, while she slept beside me, her phone lit up. A message, just one word, but it was enough to make my stomach twist. I didn't confront her right away. I waited. I hired a private investigator. What he found shattered everything I believed in late-night meetings, hotel rooms, and the face of the man I least expected, Daniel, my best friend since childhood. I remember the nights we'd laughed over drinks, the times I trusted him with my secrets, my dreams, my loyalty, and all the while he was betraying me, so I waited. I had the test done in silence. When the results came, 0% chance of eternity. Something inside me didn't break. It hardened. And tonight, at this perfect picture-perfect event, I decided it was time. I turned my gaze toward Daniel, sitting pale and still at the back of the room. Anything you'd like to add, old friend? His mouth opened, but no words came. Didn't think so, I said coldly. Amelia's tears spilled freely now. Michael, please, she whispered. Not here. Not in front of everyone. No, I said. Here is exactly where it should happen. Her voice cracked. I made a mistake. I laugh, a sound hollow and sharp. A mistake of forgetting a date. Amelia. This was deliberate. The room stayed silent. I could feel the weight of every eye, every breath. I loved you, I said. I stood by you, trusted you, built a future with you. And you looked me in the eyes every day knowing this child wasn't mine. You let me plan this day, speak to your stomach, dream about a life that was never real. Her sobs broke the stillness, but I didn't flinch. I reached into my coat and took out another paper. Divorce documents already signed. You'll be served tomorrow. Her knees nearly buckled. Michael, please don't do this. But I was already turning away. I lifted my glass once more to the stunned, silent crowd. To freedom, I said simply. Then I walked out. The night air met me like a bomb. Cool, clear, honest. My chest felt lighter with every breath I took. I wasn't angry anymore. I wasn't broken. I was done. As I reached my car, my phone buzzed. A message from an unknown number flashed on the screen. I'm so sorry. I stared at it for a moment before deleting it. Some apologies don't deserve answers. With one last look at the glowing windows of the house behind me, I started the car and drove away towards silence, toward peace, toward whatever came next.